party started with a little dance party tonight. So get up in your living room, wherever you're at, get a little dancing going on.
This is how we do it. It's
Tuesday night.
That's right, Tuesday night, people.
the party's here on the west side. So I reach for my shorty and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck.
Don't knock out my picture.
Save money, you'll be waiting.
All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to Twinsie Talks. How's everybody doing?
Good.
We have wine tonight for sure. Kevin, you're a close second to what?
But probably to me.
Probably to the fantastic dancer that is Rachel Mayo. Is that what you're talking about? So let's get started today.
Do you know that person?
No, we're probably gonna. We'll see what happens there.
To
Rachel's. Oh, yeah. That's fine. I'll take second to that because that's just truth right there. To being adorable. True, for sure. All right, so wow, 42 live viewers. That's amazing. So anyway, we are excited about tonight, and we've got a bunch of things to cover real quick. So let's definitely get started. So let's cheers, Rachel, real quick before we get going. Cheers! Okay, Ronnie, I'm packing, so can't stay. Thanks, Ronnie, for joining, for sure.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yes, okay, so first things first, really important. We, last week, had a Dub Smash contest.
Woo!
It was so much fun. It's like our new addiction is Dub Smash.
We had so much fun watching your Dub Smash.
Like, seriously, so much fun. And you people, like, really did it. Like, you entered a bazillion times, and it was awesome. We had some amazing Dub Smashes. And, Rachel, what did they have to do to enter?
So, to enter the contest, you had to post a Dub Smash with the hashtag Twinsie Talks. And someone just said, do the nay-nay, and I can do that, but we're not going to do it right now. Maybe we'll do it next week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll teach Kevin.
Oh, that's fine. I'll learn the nay-nay.
So anyway, you had to submit your video, hashtag Twinsie Talks, and so we just drew for every social media platform you posted it on, you got one entry.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, one person really posted a lot.
I mean, this person went overboard and we loved it.
Yes, and it totally worked for this person. Hi, Kevin and Rachel. Hi.
Hi, Andrea.
Oh, Andrea, hi. So, anyway, without further ado, the winner is, it's already been guessed, Whitney Trelaw! Yay!
Good job, Whitney! You were awesome and hilarious.
So we have one of her Dub Smashes, and it's like on loop on Instagram right now, so I don't know whenever you'll be able to hear it, but okay. We're gonna try this, okay?
Right there.
I'm taking a nap.
You want to take a nap?
Uh-oh.
Do it again.
Ah!
I'm taking a nap here.
Okay, take a nap right there.
So anyway, hers were so funny. I mean, all of y'all's were so funny.
Hilarious. And that one was a little creepy, scary, too.
Yeah.
So, Whitney, congratulations. We'll be reaching out to you for your prize.
Yes.
For sure.
And yeah, Laretha, yours were hilarious. My friend Laretha's on here, and her daughter Sydney were doing some amazingly hilarious
yeah,
Dub
those
Smashes.
were hilarious.
I mean, that was a good mother-daughter bonding time.
Yes, it was. So everybody say congrats to Whitney. All right, is Whitney on here? Congrats to Whitney. We'll reach out to you, Whitney, and get you your prize very, very soon. Yeah. Okay, so tonight we're going to do something a little different. Like, we normally talk about friendship topics, and we were talking and we were like, okay, there's only so many friendship topics that you can talk about. So we're going to kind of widen our scope a little bit and talk about a few different things. So tonight, we thought we would cover kind of how to discover your life purpose and what you're meant to do with your life. Now, the more we talked about it, the more we both agree that the whole term life purpose is something that we don't really like.
No.
It's one of those words that everybody's like, I don't know, like, life purpose, I don't know what it is, I don't know how to find it, I don't know what to do with it, and so people freak out about life purpose. Would you agree, Rachel?
They absolutely freak out about it.
Yeah.
And not just they, Us too. We've all freaked out about it. So the first thing we want to talk about, and this is something that I've struggled with personally. No. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. But we need to stop.
We need to read the comments.
Rachel's pregnant with twins rumors. No. One, there's no baby in here.
No.
Two, it's definitely not twins, although I will be honest and say that would rock. But David Dollar, zip it.
Right.
Zip it, or else I'm gonna end this and there's gonna be like 800 Facebook messages.
Right.
So anyway, one thing that I've struggled with personally, probably the biggest thing I've struggled with personally, is realizing that you were made to do more than one thing.
Yes, you really were.
Yes. So many times we get caught up in the what is the one big thing we're meant to do with our lives? What is it?
Yes.
And we forget that, hey, there's a lot of stuff we're supposed to do with our lives.
Yeah.
Like, we're on here, I mean, relatively speaking, for a short amount of time, but for a while.
Yeah.
We have some time to do some stuff.
Yes.
So, don't get caught up in the one thing you're meant to do. Get caught up in everything you're supposed to do.
Yes, Loretta said embrace the and. That is perfect. And we talked about that in launch out. Like, you don't have to be stuck in one thing. I'm 39 years old. In my 39 years of living, I've done quite a few different things that I feel my life was meant to do. So I've done this and this and this and this. So it's okay to have multiple things that you feel is your life purpose and that you're meant to do. It's totally okay.
I have no idea what's going on, but apparently Jim Bob Howard said something amazing, and then there's something about your music.
Okay, we're gonna try to. I'm sorry. We're gonna read the comments better for sure. Okay, number 2 is go back to the early years. Now, let's have a 40th birthday party. For me? For who? Okay.
Happening.
That is happening. But okay, so let's go back to the early years. That's number 2 when we talk about finding your life purpose. And what I'm talking about that is I believe that life shows you early on what you're meant to do. I think for some of us, we can go back to our childhood, and I think that we were given clues and we were already kind of doing what our life is meant to do. As a teenager, through college, as young adults, life is always showing us what we're meant to do. And for me, one of my purposes in life is to encourage others to know that their life matters. I was doing that through a blog and that kind of thing. So, I can remember, as a teenager, I used to work, or as a college student, I worked with other teenagers. Now, back in the olden days, there was not a blog site. There was not really internet so much. So I used to write letters to people in my youth group to encourage them to live out their best life and that kind of thing. So I was sending out letters to people before there was blogs and that kind of thing and doing that. Now I do it in a different kind of way, but life was showing me early on what I'm meant to do with my life, to how to encourage people and make the most of that. What about you, Rachel?
Yeah, so as most of you know, I do lettering and calligraphy right now. I'm just thinking, in 7th grade, I was writing little notes to my friends, in junior high, and I would always try and make their name really pretty and doodle things on the sides because I wanted to make them feel special, that they were getting a note. And that's kind of what I do now, except much more sophisticated, I guess. Although I have done names with cute little doodles around them, but you just think, and you don't know it at the time. I didn't know in 7th grade when I'm writing my best friend Megan's name on a piece of paper that, in 15 years, this is gonna help me. No, you don't know it, but it's good if you're kind of trying to figure things out right now to think back and think, what was I good at? What did I love to do? Because those things that you love to do were instilled in you. They were born with you for a reason.
Yes. And I want to say something about that too. I think if you're struggling with what you're supposed to do with your life, I think that looking back on it is definitely a key indicator for that. And what Rachel said that made me think of this was when I was writing letters to people in my youth group to encourage them, I didn't know that so many years later, I would do it in the sense of Periscope. I would be able to use Periscope to encourage people to live out their best life. So you never know what you're doing, but I did that then. It played a part in shaping who I am now. So just don't be afraid to look back in the early years and see what you were doing. Okay. Who wants what?
They were talking about MASH. Okay, yes, MASH. How many times did we all play MASH?
Of course.
A lot. I probably spent the greater part of my 7th and 8th grade years.
Oh, yeah.
Just hoping for the mansion. Just
Yes!
I want that
Of course.
mansion.
Isn't that the little, like the...
No, that's the other one. MASH is where you write MASH at the top and you...
maybe.
I don't know. It's been a long time.
I remember this one too. It was a long time
that
ago.
one was fun.
That's when you always wrote notes to girls or boys and you said, do you like me? Circle, check yes,
Ended
no,
up
or
with a
maybe.
see-through wedding dress like every time.
I'm too old to know what you're talking about. JB, you are too old, but... Just kidding. JB, aren't we like the same age almost? Okay, Kevin, cootie catcher.
I was really good at administering cootie shots too, although I'm not sure how that can help me in my current life situation.
Exactly. Okay, so if you're searching for what you're meant to do with your life, one, understand that you're meant to do more than one thing, so don't freak out over that. Number two, if you're having trouble, look back over the early years, see how life has shown you all along what you're meant to do. Number three.
Which brings us to our wonderful segue.
Yeah.
Your strengths and talents are a good indicator.
Mm-hmm.
So going back
So
to
true.
what I was saying earlier, I go back in 7th grade and I'm writing people's names and I'm doodling. Well, I was good at that. I was good at making cute things. Again, I didn't know that was going to serve me well in 15 years, but the things you're good at, whether it's singing or writing or talking to people, or a lot of people are just really good at being approachable.
Yes.
Those are good indicators of what you should actually be doing with your life.
Right. So if you think that you're meant to, well, and the flip side of that is that your life purpose, what you're meant to do with your life, is probably not going to be something that you're terrible at doing. I was telling Rachel before the scope, my life purpose has nothing to do with sports. It has nothing to do with reaching out to athletes because that's not me. That's not my strengths. That's not my abilities. I can run and that's about it. But if you look back over your life, you can see things you're good at. So, okay, for me, like, I feel like I'm one of my strengths is being able to be in front of people, be on camera, like, that totally does not scare me at all. This will answer a lot of your questions about me. If you look back at my childhood, I was always the lead in every church musical. I always was the one up front doing stuff. I made my sisters. We did shows for our parents all the time. Like that whole being in front of people was a part of my life from the beginning. So that was preparing me for things I do now, being in front of people and being okay with that. So, all right. So your strengths and talents are a good indicator. And last but not least, it's never an overnight success. Okay, first of all, can we just say these doodles are amazing. Rachel uses her strings as these doodles, and they're beautiful. Okay, so it's never an overnight success. One thing that happens with your life purpose is that in what you're meant to do with your life, it's going to take hustle. One thing I love about dreams and goals in our life is they're supposed to be a little bit out of our grasp, and that we have to hustle for it. So, for me, and what I do now, my job right now, I had to hustle for 2 years, and even longer than that, but my boss watched me for 2 years hustling on what I feel like I'm supposed to do with my life, and that led to me getting my dream job that I do now. So it takes a lot of hustle. Had I been sitting back and doing nothing, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Brett just said something.
Oh, Lord. I can only imagine.
That's
Brett.
my husband, Brett Mayo, y'all.
Yes.
So anyway, yes, it's never an overnight success. Like Kevin was saying, you gotta hustle. It's gonna take time, and you need to understand and be okay with that fact. What you also need to understand or realize is that you don't need to get caught up in something that's so far in the future that you're missing the opportunities around you.
Yes.
A lot of the time.
Say it again. Say it again. It's so good.
Do not miss
I love
the
it.
opportunities around you right now. A lot of the times we're like, we're the sun and there's all these cool things happening around us.
Yes.
But sometimes we just need to shoot out into orbit and experience those things for ourselves. Don't
it.
miss the here and now.
Yes, be in the moment, people. Don't forget what's going on right now. So that is our 4 things. Well, the main thing we want to focus on and hope that you get of this is that when you're talking about your life purpose, it doesn't have to be as hard as people make it out to be. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be some freak out moment. It's probably something you're already doing with your life, and you just need to expand on that and do more of it. And I think that Rachel and I are sort of examples of we kind of found what our niche is in life and what we're good at, and we've turned it into what we're meant to do with our life. And we're still working on it, but we have a long way to still go, but we're making the most of what we can do now with that and live it out. So we haven't done a great job of reading comments tonight, so let's take a few minutes and read comments and see what you guys are talking about. There is only now. Past is gone. Future is hypothetical.
Yes.
I agree with that, Clay Shaver. Kevin, encourage people to get spicy nuggets. Use your gift.
Mom
I know, we're
says-
still working on that.
My mom says, don't miss the forest for the trees.
Don't miss the forest for the trees. Pat,
That'll
is so
be a
good.
good doodle.
That is very, very good. Soon, yes. Okay.
Yeah, yay, spicy chicken nuggets. I'm so happy for all of you that love spicy chicken nuggets.
Yes, we're still working on that. So, does anybody have any questions about life purpose, or do you hate the word like we do? We're trying to figure out like different ways to say that. I try to talk more about like what your life is meant to do,
scary.
or yeah, it shouldn't be so scary
Is
for
that
people.
coral lipstick, Rachel? Brett, yes, it is. Rachel, tell me about your lipstick.
Well, that's important. That's
and my
important.
lipstick is Avon, and it's like an orangey coral color. I love lipstick. You'll always, at least on Periscope, you'll always see me wear it. So
Yes, for sure.
thank you, Brett. Thanks.
And somebody asked, what do I
Will
do?
the doodles be available someday? Yes.
Yes, they will be. Somebody asked, what do I do? I work for an online magazine. It's everyday-life.us. You can find it. So I write blog articles. I do video series. I do all this stuff that I love to do. And now it's my job to get paid for it. So that's freaking awesome. So that's what I do. But I work for an online magazine. I get to work from home too, which is really great too. So this is my office.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, guys. Well, anything else before we go tonight? We need to chat about that. Okay, sure. I just found my gift, lipstick identification.
Identification.
Brett.
Brett is so good at lipstick identification since we've been together.
Kevin and I invented a new dance move today. It's called the Old Man Whip. Try it out. Okay, well, you'll have to show us that.
It sounds like it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Snapchat me, Casey Lewis, and a video of that, please. Love you guys. Love you too. Is Brett in the other room?
No, okay.
I know, people
Brett,
are disappointed, aren't you? I know.
we're at Kevin's right now, and Brett couldn't come, and the whole time I thought Casey Lewis is going to be so disappointed.
I know. We gotta go back and forth. So like, I go to Rachel's house, and then Rachel comes to my house. And Brett's always invited, but he couldn't make it tonight. So I know you guys are disappointed because some of you tuned into Twinsie Talks just to see Brett make his cameo appearance every week.
Love you too,
We
Amy.
love y'all too.
But at least Brett
yeah.
could say things. I know, Casey. I knew you were going to be so sad.
I know.
But
We're
next
sorry.
time, for sure.
For sure.
You hear that, Brett? You have to be available for all future skips, Brett.
For sure, you're part of the contract now. All right. Well, thanks guys for tuning into Twinsie Talks tonight.
Yay,
we appreciate
thank
it.
you.
It was so fun. Tomorrow, I'm gonna announce the winner of my movie giveaway, and then Thursday night is P-Crawl at 7:31 Central. You don't want to miss it. We're doing kind of a reset on P-Crawl, so you don't want to miss that. We're going to kind of go back to the beginning and tell people how it works and what it's about and that kind of thing. So it's going to be lots of fun.
Brett had a question.
Oh,
Are
yes.
you attracted to or intimidated by people with similar talents?
Oh, that's a good That's a good
a really good
topic
question.
for Twinsie Talks, for a future Twinsie Talks as well.
Yeah.
I would answer honestly. Sometimes I am. There are some people that do the things that I do and want to do, and at times I can be a little intimidated by that, but not really, because I feel like we all have kind of a different way of doing that. And different things to bring to the table. So you really shouldn't be intimidated. I think sometimes naturally we kind of are, but we kind of walk in our own strengths, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely a mixture of both. Brett said, do you, seek similar people and, kind of build a community, which we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be both attractive and intimidating because, especially when those people are better than you.
Right.
John Acuff says, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle or
Yes.
your middle to someone else's end or whatever.
Right.
And that's really hard for a lot of us to do. I know it is for me, and I know I'm not the only one.
Yes, for sure. Good question, though. That's a good question. That could even go over into friendship topics too. So we might take that into a new Twinsie Talk. Topic.
Yeah. Which, no, we're not actually twins.
No.
We got that question a lot this week, but we're not. Although I am apparently related to President Buchanan, so we're basically siblings.
Basically, we are.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you next week for Twinsie Talks. Don't forget to tune in this week for P-Crawl. No one does it better than you two.
Brett.
Thanks, Brett. You're amazing. And next week we'll make sure that Brett's on here as well, so he can make his appearance.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. We'll talk to you
you.
later. Have a great night.
Bye.
We'll
Brett,
stay stay on for just a few seconds longer.
Yes, Brett, you married a president.
Oh, wow.
I'm even wearing presidential
You
blue.
should-
Look, we're wearing
Whoa! We didn't
Bye,
do that.
Mom.
Red, white, and blue. All right, talk to everybody later. Thanks for the hearts, everybody.
Yes,
Thanks so much
yay,
for the hearts.
Sweet. I'm straight regal now.
Yeah, Brett. You need to class it up.
Yeah. Our dog knows it too.
Yeah, for sure.
She's all regal. She's cute.
For sure. 26 viewers still in the house. Thanks so much.
Y'all are just like hanging out, not talking to us. You're like, I'm just gonna watch you guys talk for a minute.
Just stand here.
Not even a joke. Or
We're not dancing out tonight. We danced in.
yeah,
So we're not
we
dancing
danced
out.
in.
We
Last
don't do
week-
both.
Yeah.
We don't do
Give
both.
hearts.
Give hearts.
Yeah.
Yay, Julie. It's hard to
Hard
quit
to
you.
quit, yeah.
Oh, Kathleen, thank you
You
for
know,
that.
it's actually Bridget.
I mean, Bridget. Oh, Bridget. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's something supposed to happen right now. This is like the end of. Okay, Casey, we're not dancing.
Yeah, we're not dancing. We're
We
really
did
not.
that at the beginning,
Right.
and
And we did it last week. We're going to change it up. Like, we can't do the same thing.
yeah, and we're kind of still tired from last week. So
Right.
6 minutes. So.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Casey, watch the replay, and
I
then
missed
give
the
us more
beginning.
hearts.
Oh, yeah. Watch the replay
My
for our
doodles
dance in.
look like bowls of spaghetti.
It was a really good song we danced into as
Just
well.
want to see how long you'll stick around for us.
We do
Thank
for
you
a
so much.
minute, and then at some point we have to leave.
Sorry, Casey. I mean,
So-
but you should have been here at the beginning. You
Here's-
knew what time this was.
Here's something we can look at. Look,
Yeah.
this is my glass. It's almost done. This is Rachel's glass.
Yeah.
She didn't do very good.
What is MASH? Jim Bob, look it up. Google it. It
Yeah.
was a really fun game that us youngins played in the junior high
Oh, yeah.
back before junior high was middle school.
Jamie,
I mean,
how
middle
old are you?
school.
Like 65 or something? I don't
Seriously.
understand. Like, you act like you're a
No,
grandpa.
I'm asking you kids. There's like, I mean, it's kind of intensive.
Like the TV show from the 70s?
No.
That was a good show, but no.
No. Maybe we'll do a separate scope explaining it.
Right.
Because honestly, you don't remember all how it went down. But I know you had to choose like 4 categories for each like letter or something. I don't know.
Yes. All right,
I
we're
have
going to head
shoes
out.
older than Rachel.
see
You have
why
okay,
we're
if you have shoes
confused.
that are older than 29 years
Yeah.
old. 1, I'm impressed that they're still together. But 2, come on, I get a discount at Journeys and Johnson and Murphy. Hit me up.
Right. Let's do
Any
it.
good purpose book speaker group. The John Acuff, I mean, that's obviously what kind of started our whole thing.
Yeah.
Speakers, there's a ton of them. I mean, maybe we can do a little list
Yeah.
on our YouTube channel or something.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Also, yes, Yay Journeys. Isabel Hunt, yes, she is fantastic. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah. For sure.
yeah, you'll want to talk to
If
her.
you have the chance to do a phone call with Isabel Hunt, take it. I did it, and it was like a life-changing moment for me. I'm not even joking.
And that's what every single person says after a phone call.
I mean, she knows you. It's crazy. It's crazy how well she knows you, even though she doesn't know you.
Yeah.
So it's really good. So take that advantage as well.
By the way, we have a YouTube channel now.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Twinsie Talks. And so thanks to Jim Bob Howard for doing a
Yes.
tutorial a while ago about how to record Periscope onto your computer with the comments and the hearts. I recorded it last week, so I put it on there. So I'll do that every week.
Yes.
So if you miss it, which you won't because you're on it right now, but if you want to replay because you just miss our awesomeness and you can't wait a whole week, go to our YouTube channel and
Tell
you
your
can
friends, your
watch.
family, strangers,
Yes.
classmates, people in the grocery
Strangers would be
store.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my and
It really
Jim Bob are
is.
so cute.
This needs some dancing at this moment. I know, but we'll dance out next week. I promise we will. We'll do some dancing out next week because we need some. We have to have music to get the right beat. All right. This is kind of my
This is what you get, Casey.
Right. This is my kind of my
Yeah.
go-to. All right. All right.
Yeah. Yes. Now you guys can tell me bedtime stories via YouTube. Exactly.
Okay. All right. We're really gonna go. Bye, everybody. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. See you tomorrow night and see you Thursday for Pete Crawl. Bye, bye, everybody.